still morning. It's rain. Yeah, it's still morning, but it's a bit overcast today after yesterday being absolutely gorgeous. Got here a couple of days ago, what I call the allotment moorings, as I pointed out before. Spent yesterday doing laundry in the morning, which was great. It was a lovely, warm, sunny day. And in the afternoon, I fitted my other solar panel, which I've done a video on, which you've probably seen before this one. Yeah, I'm going to make a move. I'm not going far. I'm just going to move into the village of Wheelock. More up, I need to fill up with water and get rid of some rubbish. Engine going, time to cast off. Right, here we go. Lovely mooring here. Good views, good internet. What more do I need? As I say, the allotment's over here. That's why I call it the allotment mooring. Pretty sure it's probably got a different name to that, but there you go. The oak tree here, just coming out into leaf. There's no saying, the ash before the oak, be ready for a soak. The oak before the ash, be ready for a splash. But it seems like both the oak and the ash trees are greening up at the same time this year. What does that mean? And this is the ash tree, look, just greening up. That's not an ash tree. No, this is an ash tree. Just greening up as well, look. The sycamores are definitely in full leaf. That's an oak now. As I say, just coming out into full leaf. And this is I think it's a river willow. Another huge oak tree here, overhanging the canal. Get ornamental bushes that grown along the side of the towpath here. I'm not quite sure what that is. The purple lilac here grown in somebody's back garden is out in full flower. Some apple blossom there behind, and the wisteria on the house there is in flower. I'm just coming into Wheelock now, and you might be able to see that boat just moored up near the water point there. I'm going to stop and get water. It's been 3 weeks since I last filled up, so I'm going to fill up. I think there might be just leaving as well, perfect timing. Too much of. This is Japanese knotweed, very invasive species. I think it's now illegal to plant it actually, and illegal to transport it and move it. Right, here I am now, I'm just moored up outside Barchetta's restaurant, yes. So it's very good. Never been in there. Time to fill up with water. We just saw me arriving at the water point at Wheelock. I moored up about 100 yards after that water point, where I stopped for a couple of days, where it's been rather wet and not very nice for one of them in particular. I did just about walk down to the village for a quick pint in the pub one night with another boater. I got wet on the way back. Anyway, you can see me now moving off from Wheelock, and I'm heading up towards the first lock. I recorded this here before I got the new microphone for the camera. I actually get the new microphone very shortly after here, and the sound didn't come out very well on this, So that's how come I've voiced over. So there's the motorway. I think it's the motorway anyway, could be wrong. And there's my lock I'm going into. The one on the right hand side as we're looking at it. The other lock looks full because we can see water leaking out of it. Strong arm of the law.
He's been done for speeding.
Yeah, he's going way too fast. Way too fast.
I was caught doing 3.5 miles an hour.
Due care and attention.
Yeah, there you go, mate.
That I could get done for. Well, the two policemen there you see me chatting to, they were actually chatting for quite a long time. They originally walked up the towpath asking if I'd seen any drunks around that were causing trouble, which I hadn't. I'd only just set off, as I say, just before I'd reached that lock where I was talking to Cimeon. And they came along anyway, and we had a good chat. They were very interested in boats, and actually they watched while I went up through the lock. They were interested to see how the boat actually went into a lock and all that sort of thing. So that's quite nice to see a couple of young policemen taking an interest in our waterways.
Good, be careful.
Well, I'm just trying out a new microphone adapter, which has just been lent to me by this fantastic gentleman here, Cimeon. No, that's not right.
Who's going to go and paint his boat?
Who's just going to go and paint his boat. And he has one of the most fantastic locations on the canal possible. That's his boat there, and that's his house right behind it. Between here, lock 66 and 65. Hey? That's got to be a dream house, hasn't it? And here I am, I've been sat in this lock chatting. Cimeon was his name, not Cinnamon, of course. Silly me. I'm terrible with names, as I said many a time before. So I'm now leaving lock 65. I've been in here for about an hour chatting. No other boats come along, so I wasn't holding anyone up. And anyway, there's another lock here to my left anyway, if someone has come along. But yeah, so go out of this lock. Definitely doing 2 more locks today. How many more after that, I'm not sure, but we'll see. Well, that's very handy. I just went to shut the lock gates, and there's a boat coming, so I reopened it for them. So they're grateful for me leaving the gate open for them. As I come back up here now, just gone underneath the old rail bridge here, which is now a footway, is a footpath or whatever you want to call it. Bridge 151A, that is. So I'm just looking at this lock ladder here. It's just as well I'm going to be climbing onto this lock ladder from the roof, not from the back deck of the boat. Otherwise that'd be one hell of a step up there. At the moment, you know, from the roof it's just straight step across. Otherwise, as you can see there, the lock ladder doesn't go all the way down in the lock. It stops, well, halfway down, I guess. Shouldn't film when you're going into a lock. Guarantee you to do that when you're looking the other direction. It's not the easiest of locks to get into in the first place. It's a funny angle you have to come in at. So I think this is probably going to be my last lock today. That's how I feel. I'm going to stop and get a bite to eat anyway. Well, after I came out of the lock here at Malkins Bank, I moored up just along the side, and stayed there for the evening. And I did a little bit of editing the next morning before I moved on again. I'm going to end the video here though. It's quite a short video, I know, but it's a good sort of place for me to cut this one off and to start the next one. So a little bit shorter than usual. But I did have some problems with some of the recording on the early part of this video, where I was having problems with the sound. Well, I showed you in the video before where I'd had problems with trying to get the sound right. I actually do think there's a problem with the camera, and I've actually now contacted GoPro about it, and apparently there's an update coming that should fix it. They haven't sent it to me yet, but that was only yesterday I actually contacted them. Although, when you get to see this, it's a while ago, if you know what I mean. Because of the way I video edit and all that sort of thing, you're probably going to see this 3 weeks after I recorded it. So that brings me to the end, as I say, to this video. Big thank you goes out to everybody that supports the channel. I really appreciate you all. And, well, if you're not subscribed, of course, please do subscribe and like and share and all those things. It really does help to promote the video. And clicking the like button really does help, because it really sends a message out to YouTube that you're engaging with my videos, and it pushes it out to an awful lot more viewers. You know, the suggested videos increase and all that sort of thing. So it really can help me out big time. Anyway, that just leaves me to say, of course, thank you very much for watching. Trevor out.